Gareth Southgate is under a little bit of pressure. Don't know why.
Good.
But has he improved over the last 2 years? Have we, England, improved over the last 2 years since the World Cup semi-final defeat?
No.
So we finished second. Obviously, we finished third in the first Nations League, winning our group, but did not win this time round, with Belgium winning the group. We finished behind Denmark, who finished second on goal difference. No danger in being relegated because Iceland, I think they only got a point in the
But
or two.
we were well behind Denmark in third.
In terms of
Points.
Uh, no, I don't think so. I thought it was just
Unless
goal difference.
unless I remember it wrong, but I just remember looking at the group and going, Jesus Christ.
Let's have a
It's
look
like
at the
I know
Nations League
Belgium are
table.
good, but Denmark really?
I mean, we did. Who we lost to Denmark at home, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought that was
I
a bit
can't
of an
remember.
embarrassing result. Yeah, we lost 2-1
It's
to
like I
Denmark.
know Denmark are good, but the group of players that England have got, the
Yeah, they
talent
should
we've
be
got,
beating them. So
we
yeah,
should be beating them, and we should be competing against Belgium, but we get outclassed by
yeah,
Belgium.
we should be at least like if I tell you the other groups and the top two teams all finished second, like with 1 and 2. So Group 1, Italy and the Netherlands in the top. So Italy topped the group, Netherlands second. France Group 3, France top, Portugal second, the defending champions, and Group 4, Spain top, Germany second. We're the only group where the higher ranked team has finished third, and a lower ranked team has finished second. So that's Group B, Group 2, where Denmark have. I think it's a win-loss thing. It's not a goal difference thing. So because
Yeah,
they beat us at Wembley, they finished second.
yeah.
But we're level on points, 10 points each, and Iceland didn't even get a point, suffering relegation from Group 2. So obviously, I'm going to ask a stupid question that I'm going to completely disown in a minute. Should Gareth Southgate be worried for his job?
Um, if there was a clear picture of someone who could come in and do better than him, because I think the England job's one of those positions that you're pretty much screwed as soon as you go in anyway, no matter who it is.
Yep.
And I couldn't even think of anyone to go into it. I just
No.
don't think he's getting the best out of this group of players. Like this group of players that he's got are sort of the most talented that I've seen in a while, and there just doesn't just not really much about them from what I've seen. It's like thing is he's playing a five at the back, three centre halves because he doesn't trust to have two of them. And he's playing a negative formation, negative tactics. Most of the time, look devoid of ideas.
Yeah.
And there's certain players he just, you know, one going to tell thing of Jack Grealish that he wasn't playing him, and then
And
with the
now he
thing of
is.
thing that he's playing Mason Mount over other players. Other players have played better than him. I just don't think he's very good at
I
all.
mean, I was going to say let's look at the goalkeeper because he keeps picking
Pickford. He
Pickford. And I know
he keeps saying,
you've
"Oh
talked
yeah,
about him
Pickford's number
before.
one." There's no, but he says he's got two other good keepers, Pope and Henderson, to challenge for him. But he says that Pickford is like comfortably number one. I'm just like, did you
I mean, that
even
is,
like
yeah.
turn the telly on when he's playing for Everton?
I
It's
mean,
like,
I think
okay,
Henderson
Dean
should be
Henderson
in the
had,
shout.
I think if Dean Henderson hadn't gone back to Man United and is sitting on the bench
Mm,
every week, he'd be number one.
yeah,
Or I
absolutely.
think Nick Pope should get more matches just because Jordan Pickford is playing consistently and he's got the experience of the World Cup and that. It's just even to be honest, even at the World Cup, I don't think we're that good because we don't. It's like it was all the hype train of we done so well against these other teams that weren't even that good. But then as soon as we came up against anyone decent, we lost all the matches against anyone decent.
Um, I don't know that. I think that's.
It's like I think we
I,
bottled it. Like we rid the hype train to the semi-finals and then bottled it and finished third or fourth.
I think expectations were so low that no matter what, even if they got out the group stage, I think that would have been celebrated. And all the other countries got annoyed with us with the whole football's coming home. It was a joke. It literally, no one ever thought we were going to win it. It was just a joke, and we were just going to ride it for as long as possible.
That came from a group of embarrassing England fans. Those kind of ones where it's, I'm not saying every England fan's like that, but the ones that you see, the ones who booed Joe Gomez when he came on the pitch, and one time at Wembley and stuff like that. The ones that I can't put the right words for them, but I don't know. Just whenever I've just stopped watching England. They're just boring.
I mean, I will say that thankfully, thank the footballing gods that there is no international football now until March.
Thank God.
Because it is boring. It is utterly boring. England too defensive? Should they go forward a bit more?
Yeah. I think.
Then again, he was a centre back, wasn't he, Southgate? So.
I thought he was a fullback. I thought he was like a left back.
Oh, a fullback. Yeah. Sorry, he was. Yeah, but that's just.
What I don't get is that he's playing players in positions that they're not used to at club level. Now I get it. I've seen pundits say, he doesn't, club teams play together every day for months on end, and then they get used to tactics and formations that their manager wants them to play. When they're in England, they get a couple of weeks when they go to a tournament, and they have to do it's different manager, different tactics. But what I don't get is how every centre half that I've seen England play recently all play as part of a back two, a two centre half formation. Whether it's Gomez or Maguire or what's his name, Mings, Dyer, all play as part of a two centre halves. So that's the big mistake there. Is that why can't Gareth Southgate just play what they used to, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that they play two defensive-minded midfielders. He always plays Declan Rice, and in my opinion, Jordan Henderson should always be here because, in my opinion, he is the captain. I don't get the obsession with Harry Kane as a striker because he's not captain. I don't think. Why did
he's not captain material, but he's still the best striker in an England shirt.
Yeah, he is the best. So he still, but I have no problem with Harry Kane being there and playing every match.
But you don't want him as captain. But he's not
I don't want him as captain. I think Jordan Henderson should be the captain.
Okay.
I mean, okay. People say, "Oh, that's actually Liverpool bias coming in," but I think Jordan Henderson, out of all those players there, has proved himself as the most worthy captain.
What do you make of Grealish playing on the left when he's actually called to be played in the middle instead? Because he knows that on the left he's not going to get games.
Unless he changes formation and includes a number 10, that's the only way Grealish is going to actually play through the middle.
Yeah. It's disappointing
to be honest,
see.
I think the way Jack Grealish talks about when you see him in interviews, I think he's just happy to play wherever Southgate plays him. But I think in big matches, he's always going to choose Sterling,
Sancho,
or Rashford, and Kane.
Sancho, yeah.
Yeah. That's what he's always going to do.
Yeah, I think the longer he stays in the job, the more predictable it becomes, and I think there's just a bit of predictability. Is this? England do have their problems. They do have their weaknesses, of course, but Gareth Southgate's record is not bad as England manager. It's not awful. It's not bad. It's pretty good actually. But I'm still a fan. I still believe in him, and I think that obviously this always happens.
What are your expectations to him? What would be the breaking point for you?
Failure to qualify. That's how low my expectations are.
That's never going to happen though, unless there's a massive turnaround or something majorly goes wrong. There's never going to be a situation when we're not going to qualify. I think England managers, no matter who it is, they're always going to have a certain amount of pedigree where it's like, on the players themselves will just qualify for him. He doesn't even need to do anything. He's got the good players good enough to qualify. It's never going to be a case, I don't think, where he's not going to qualify, no matter what.
I will say the Wally with the Brolly didn't qualify, and everyone was expecting Steve McLaren and his team to qualify, and
Well, yeah, because
they didn't.
he had the golden generation, didn't he? He
Yeah.
had all the best players in
So
the
I
prime.
think upsets are always likely, and
Possible.
obviously we look at Graham Taylor and 94 failure to qualify despite having some of the players from Italia 90 and then the players that would go
Yeah,
on to play in France 98 as well, having the
yeah.
early. So I think to say they're never going to not qualify is arrogant, but I know what you mean, because they are good players and they should qualify, and it
I think
is
the
a
players by
natural
themselves are good enough to
expectation.
qualify.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they should be able to just be in second gear and qualify, but you
Yeah.
never know. And if Gareth Southgate is predictable and he does get found out, then it'll have to be a change. But who is that
It's
change? I think it's
I
worked for
think
England though.
I think for me the whole thing of I didn't like the whole thing about the waistcoat thing
Oh
hype that
yeah,
was
yeah,
going
yeah.
on. Oh, because he was wearing a waistcoat,
And
it became
M&S
like a
sold him out.
fashion brand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you doing? It's maybe it's just me. Maybe I just don't like the man himself. I just don't think he's
I
very.
think no. I think you know what? To your point, Pizza Hut advert, the Pizza Hut advert from the 90s. Remember that? And I think that anyone that agrees with you will remember that and think actually you've got a point there. So just remember the Pizza Hut advert, and you'll know everything about the man that you need to know.